What I need now is true strength, and I am not gonna give up until I get it!
All my money I bet, yeah, rack, fight too tall, yeah, rack.
Good early morning again. Oh my gosh, this was not actually planned like at all. I actually had planned to train with Crystal tomorrow, which is Friday. However, she asked me on Monday if I would be willing to switch because I'm her only person on Friday. She's going on vacation. She's leaving Saturday, coming back Saturday. So next week I'm going to film a glute and quad day for y'all. Super excited about that. I'm going to be doing some of the stuff that she's been training with me about and everything and be able to show y'all. So it's going to be awesome. I don't know which one I'm going to be able to get. I don't know if I'm going to be able to record glutes or quads and hamstrings. It just kind of depends on the day. Next week is a little bit messed up because we have Memorial Day, remember why you're actually celebrating it. Don't just focus on the food and focus on all of that type stuff. Remember that there's people who gave their life so that you could be able to enjoy your hamburgers, hot dogs, all of that type stuff. So really special day. I'm going to be doing the Murph again. I did it last year. Don't know if I was recording last year during Memorial Day, but I will be doing the Murph. It's a CrossFit workout. It's a mile run, 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, 300 squats, another mile run for time. I'll be kind of modifying the pull-ups. I'll be doing assisted as much as possible. And then when I can't physically do assisted anymore, I'll move to TR rope pull-ups. And then TRX pull-ups. And then the mile run will be whatever Danielle can possibly run. But anyways, she asked if I could just come in on Thursday. I said it would have to be early in the morning, and I have to sprint out the door to get Brooklyn to therapy because my gym is about 20-30 minutes depending on traffic right now away from the house, and I get done at 7, and I have to literally leave my house by 7:30 to get Brooklyn to therapy by 8. So I'm gonna be pushing it because I got to get both the girls' hair done, change clothes, get in the car and go. But I know we can do it. I'm early right now. That's why I'm able to chit chat with y'all in the garage. I got up a little bit early. I did not get any sleep last night. I got maybe 3 good hours. I went to bed around like midnight, a little after. I know sleep is important, but yesterday was just a day. Yesterday was a hard day. I had something happen in the morning time going into my workout, which I only had about an hour and a half to work out before I had to have the car at the dealership for an oil change. And y'all know that anytime I go to the dealership, it's hours and hours and hours. And it was 2.5 hours. Like, I was just like, thank God I packed all of my meals that I would have been eating during that time. Good thinking, Danielle. But I had something happen that just kind of rocked me. It put me in a really, really bad mood. And I had gotten to Planet Fitness and was like, okay, let's just go in, work out, zone out. And I couldn't physically zone out because there was a piece to what happened that I could take care of that instance, or I could take care of this morning. So I went ahead and just took care of it that instance, which cut my time even in half. And I remember calling my husband, and this is just, also for you to understand that you can make all the excuses in the world. You can try to limit yourself. You can try to put yourself in a situation where, oh, I can't work out. I can't do this. But at the end of the day, you need to, Nicole says it better than me. It's like 5:10 in the morning right now. So my brain's not working, but keep the appointments with yourself that you had, promised. I'm sorry, yet again, it's really early. So my mind's not fully cooperating. I've got my Alani right here, hoping that it brings me some life. But I remember calling my husband on the way back from not even fixing a situation. It was dealing with a part of the situation. And I was like, I'm not going to work out. I'm just going to go in there. I'm going to do my cardio and then get out of there and just go to the dealership early. And he was like, you're sure you want to do that? Like, are you sure that's a good idea? And I was like, I'm going to do whatever I want to do. And he was like, okay, whatever. So I got in there. I had literally 45 minutes. It was 10 to 10:45, and I needed to be out of there peeling out of PF by 10:45. And so anyway, I started walking on the treadmill because there ain't no way I was getting on the Stairmaster. Like, I was like, me, right? And I got on the treadmill, and about 10 minutes in, I just kept feeling my heart just being like, go lift some weights. Even if it's not your full workout, just go, right? So I got off the treadmill, and it was like a glorious opening at the busiest Planet Fitness in the world. Like, all of my equipment was open back to back to back. Instead of doing 4 sets of stuff, I did 3 sets. But I hit everything but 2 movements. I wasn't able to do any of my 100 side raises because it was shoulder day, by the way, which, oh, we're so sad about that. But that was one thing I literally, you're awake at this time? Somebody just drove by. I was like, what? I couldn't do any of my side raises, and I couldn't do the cable, front raises. I did not have time to go over to the cables at all, but all my other equipment was open. So I got a good workout in, felt so much better, called him after the gym and was like, me. And then I finished the rest of my cardio at home on the Peloton as soon as I got done with the Kia dealership. But anyways, that's needless to say, it's, you know, keep the promises you've made to yourself. Keep being dedicated. Keep doing what you need to do. When times get rough, when life's, you've still got to persevere, and you've still got to do the things that you said you were going to do. And I have no other day to not work out. I took Monday off because of my cycle. I like to take the first, like, if I can, it normally starts on the weekend, so it works out perfect. But normally it'll start Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday's like my 3rd day. And I normally try to take Monday off on my period. And it worked out because Crystal had pushed me to Tuesday instead of Monday. So it all worked out. But I had taken Monday off, so I have to train Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And if I would have taken yesterday off, I would have completely missed the workout. I wouldn't have had time to fix it in because Saturday is a bomb day. I'm going to try to take y'all with me Saturday to add it to the Saturday check-in, because I will not have check-in photos because I'm going to posing, getting my hair done, doing all this stuff. We're going to see Lilo and Stitch. Got a bomb weekend, especially with Memorial Day and everything. But we have a really, really, really busy Saturday. So I'm hoping to take y'all with me. But I also am not doing check-in photos because my posing suit's supposed to be here today. So I'm super excited about that. And I want to be able to show y'all and know how to set it up. So I need Heather to show me how to set it up on Saturday. And B, because the end of the shred is next Saturday. So I want to do my final check-in photos as my final check-in photos. But enough yapping. I'm 7 minutes in. I know it's definitely time for me to peel out of this driveway. So let's head to the gym. No footage because I'm obviously training with Crystal. But I'll check in with y'all after I get done training. And I can kind of feel myself coming alive. Can you? Fingers crossed. Come on, Alani. Work, baby. All right, you guys, workout is done. I am worn slap out. It is 6:58. I've got to be home by 7:30. So let's rush home, get back to mom life. I'll show you everything I'm eating as soon as I get back. All right, you guys, I am leaving Planet Fitness. I went into tan. I just dropped Brooklyn off at school, ran into tan. I do the hybrid tanning bed. I know, listen, y'all, I know that it's not good for me, blah, 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 blah. Listen, you don't live in Georgia where I'm going to get burned if I walk outside the door. I'd rather, you know, not get burned, okay? Like, I've had sun poison before because of not having a base tan. So, you know, it is what it is, okay? And also, I feel like the people who self-tan and put all the chemicals on their skin, it's just as bad, right? Like, I feel like there's no win-win to any of this. Like, I just want to be a bronzed goddess. That's all I want. But I did hop on here. I know I'm like, you're like, why are you jumping on here to talk again? I just want to let y'all know, I just got to update that my posing suit is out for delivery today. Super excited about it. I'll show y'all what it looks like, but I won't show you what it looks like on because, like I said, I got to get Heather to help me get the strap situated. I also did make a big girl purchase and order a lunchbox from Wolfpack. It's going to be the black leopard print. It's not the exact one as my backpack, but it'll match my backpack. But I'm just getting to the point where during the summertime, And a lot of my life right now is I'm constantly on the go, 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 go. And I'm missing meals, and I'm having to cram meals together, and I'm eating so late. Like right now, I was supposed to have taken like my overnight oats with me to Brooklyn's physical therapy, and I just physically did not have time. Whereas like I could just have thrown it in a lunchbox. And I do have lunch boxes, don't get me wrong, but like mine are like small, so they can't carry everything I needed to carry. So I needed to upgrade, and I splurged and I got something, but I'm counting it towards my anniversary, because our 10-year anniversary, Alex and I's, is in July. So I just told him, I was like, listen, instead of us setting money aside to do that, we'll go to dinner and everything, but you go, you know, buy you whatever, and I'll buy myself whatever, because he's one of those type people that there's no point in buying him gifts, because he's gonna buy it on his own anyway. And we, up until this year, haven't really gotten each other gifts and stuff. We get each other cards, but we just like, we like our intimate time, like being able to go to dinner and stuff like that. So that's kind of how we spend it, instead of just buying stuff, because we can get that anytime, you know what I mean? But anyways, I spent my kind of anniversary money and bought that lunchbox. I'm super excited when it comes in. Of course, I'm going to show you, that buzzard. Ew. About hit a buzzard. Ah, disgusting. But anyways, super excited about that. But I wanted to talk and kind of like air kind of my feelings right now. I am extremely overwhelmed and tired. I know probably a lot of y'all are feeling that way, and a lot of y'all are feeling like, you know, how am I gonna, you know, make it through my cut? How am I gonna make it through my shred? How am I gonna, you know, do all this stuff, be the mom, be the wife, be, you know, the family member to, you know, my family that I'm supposed to be, when I'm just so worn out. I'm so tired. I feel like I'm dragging my feet. And my best advice to you, and kind of the pep talk that I had to myself, is, and Des B, if anybody follows her on social media, she is awesome. She talks about, I'm first before anybody else is first, because I cannot be the best me for them until I put myself first. And, you know, I let everybody else put themselves first. Like my husband, you know, he gets to go work out in the mornings. He gets to have that time by himself. You know, he gets to chill out at night, because I take care of the cooking. I take care of all that stuff. And for me to be able to do that, I've got to prioritize myself. And it goes back to kind of what I was talking about this morning, where yesterday I was just like in my feels, not wanting to go to the gym, not wanting to do anything, but I still showed up for myself. Because if I didn't show up for myself and I didn't do what I was supposed to do and take care of myself, I would have been just absolutely distraught the rest of the day, and I would not have been who I needed to be, or motivated to be who I needed to be. And that's just kind of what I want to voice to you, is quit giving up on yourself. Quit putting yourself dead last. Like, I know women especially always make the excuses of, my life's too busy right now, I've got too much going on. Well, newsflash, life's never going to settle down. It's kind of like, you know, I told my husband we were planning to have kids. He wanted all this stuff to be in order, and I finally looked at it and was like, life is never going to be the perfect timing to do anything. And he was like, you're right. So that's kind of my advice to everybody, is life is never going to be the perfect timing for you to start something and to finish something. There's always stuff going to be going on. There's always going to be, you know, a hurdle in the road. But I've learned that when you face those hurdles and you conquer those hurdles, it makes you stronger for the next hurdle that comes. You get you are able to hop over the next one and process things better and prioritize your time better and all that type of stuff. And I know some of y'all are like, well, you work from home, you get to do all this stuff. Yeah, but I didn't always. And I still was able to work out. I literally went to school, played basketball, had a job, and everything else. Like, I've learned to prioritize my time and make sure that the things that are important stay important. Have I done it my entire life? No, that's why I became overweight and stuff. But right now in this season is a insanely busy season. It's crazy everywhere. It's crazy in my family. It's crazy, it just is. But I still make sure that I get done what I need to get done, even if it means that I have to do an at-home workout some days. I haven't yet, but if that's all that you're capable of doing, if you just have to do squats while you're cooking dinner or whatever, it's whatever you've got to do. Like, making excuses is only going to set yourself back, and making excuses is always going to keep you where you're at. Excuses keep you stagnant. Excuses keep you from progressing. And that's one thing that a lot of people have dropped out of the shred. A lot of people have dropped out of, stuff that they've been doing because of excuses. And I want what's best for you. And I know that was best for you is getting over these hurdles and facing them and just getting through it. You know, I believe, and it's kind of what we talk about with Christianity, is, you know, when you're going through a hard time, when you're in your low, you're in your valley, you feel like God's not there, God's not listening. He's always there, but he's fine-tuning you and he's grinding you and making you into these beautiful gems while you're down there, and he's working on you. And I feel like, you know, when we're in those times, it's when we're working on ourselves, it's when we're healing, it's when we're learning, you know, what is our priorities, what, you know, is our goal, what are we willing to, you know, push through and overcome to have these jewels at the end. And it could be whatever your goal is. You know, you could have a massive project going on at work and you're just in the dumps. You can't give up on it. You know, you can't give up on your work, so why would you give up on yourself? But I also believe that when we're in those valleys, when we're in those, you know, hard times, it's not a death sentence and it's not a life sentence. It's a season. Everybody goes through seasons. Every place has seasons. We have fall, winter, spring. You know, some people don't have winter. We don't really have winter. But seasons only last for a short time. And you've got to see it through, and you've got to know that you're just in a season. You're just in a season. Right now, I know I'm going through a season. It's a season, let me tell you. But I know it's not my life sentence, and I know it's not going to be like this forever. And I've just got to persevere, and I've got to keep pushing on. I've got to keep showing up for my family. I got to keep showing up for myself, and I got to keep showing up for the people who mean the most to me. Because if I don't, I can't just crawl in a hole and go, woe is me, and quit everything and give up on everything and not do it. I mean, that's not going to make anything better. That's going to make things worse, because then I start thinking bad about myself. Then I start putting myself down. Then everything that I've worked hard for goes down the drain. And it's not worth it, guys. It's not worth it. And even if it's just, hey, I need to take a break, like, you know, focus on my eating. You know, eating is the hardest thing when it comes to dieting, maintenance, all that. And that's kind of one of the things people think, oh, maintenance is so easy, you just get to eat all the time. No, I think maintenance holds a higher priority, because you can't eat that much unless you're doing what you're supposed to keep your body burning that exact amount of food. You know what I mean? So I feel like it's more of a responsibility, honestly. But I mean, you can control some things. If you know, can't work out, there's physically no time in the day, not a single time during the day that you can work out. Because I don't believe the whole we all have the same time in the day thing that people throw out there. We don't. There's people that work 12, 14, 15 hour shifts. Some people work 24-hour shifts, you know, like we all don't have the same 24 hours in the day. Okay. Your day does not look like my day. And, you know, some people might only have 45 minutes to work out, 25 minutes. You know, it is what it is. But if you physically cannot do it, control your diet, control your maintenance, control what you can control. If you're out and about and there's physically no way you can bring food, you're trapped, you're having to do all this stuff, and that, you know, you can control what you order at a restaurant. You can control all this type stuff. Like, just control what you can, and that's progress. That's still better than giving up and throwing in the towel and quitting everything just because one variable didn't work out. Just because one thing didn't go the way you wanted to does not mean you destroy everything that you've worked hard for. Like, one thing should not destroy your entire progress. There's days that you're not going to be able to work out. There's days that you're not going to be able to eat strictly what's on your meal plan. You've got to go off the, meal plan for a second and order Chick-fil-A or something, like, but please, if you hear anything I say, please don't give up on yourself, because that's all you're doing. Your excuses are you giving up on yourself, and I don't want you to give up on yourself. That's truly what I want you to get out of everything I say, is quit giving up on yourself. Love yourself more than your excuses, and do what you got to do and grind it out. We all are going through seasons. You might not be in one, but you might be about to be in one. But the times that you overcome and you conquer and you persevere make the other seasons so much more easier and so much more bearable. And I know that you can do it. I know I can do it. And, we got to lean into it. We got to lean into our power that we all possess. But anyways, enough of my ranting. I just kind of wanted to get that off my chest, because it's been weighing heavy on me that, I just see all these people just giving up and just throwing in the towel, and it breaks my heart, because I know it's people that want to do it and want to persevere, but they just they just let themselves get in the way and let their excuses get in the way. But I hope you hear what I'm saying. I hope you know it comes from a heart that truly loves and cares and wants the best for you and wants the best life for you. And I hope you take it to heart. And if you're having one of those days, you're having one of those struggles, reach out, talk to me, talk to somebody. But just know you are as important as anything else that's going on. And if you take care of yourself, it'll all fall into place. I guarantee you. But anyway, I'm pulling up to the house. I've got a lot of food to catch up on. So we'll go in there. I'll show you what I'm eating. And then I got to get payroll done because I got absolutely nothing done yesterday. Yesterday was just rot on the couch day, honestly. Like I was so just everything going on. I just needed time to chill after I got home from the car thing. So anyways, let's go in here. I'll show you what I'm eating and then we'll get to work. All right, you guys, to catch up on meals, I have my overnight oats per usual. I added back my chalky chips. I redid my week and got those back because it was super depressing not having my chocolate chips in there. I did run out of my bear chicken. I had mentioned to y'all that I needed to go get some in the grocery haul. Never did. And it's Thursday, so I'm not going to go waste my time to go get it. So I just cooked up some center cut bacon and no jelly on this one. Just center cut bacon, Velveeta cheese, egg, and Thomas buttermilk English muffin. I've got my hydro jug thingy. That's not a jug. What is that? Hydro Traveler filled up, ready to go. But we are all set. I'll see y'all back for the next meal. All right, you guys. We are back for, I think this is like meal 4 at this point because everything's so spread out. To be completely honest, the way that my meals were supposed to have gone today in a perfect little day would have been, I would have had my overnight oats before I went and trained. I would have trained, had my grind during training, and then I would have came home, had my protein shake, the Axe and Sledge, the brownie batter is so freaking good. And then I would have had my overnight oats, or not overnight oats. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired. Y'all can probably tell, like, I'm like, woo. I would have had my hot oats. I did last week do the cream of rice, and I still have it in there. But I cannot perfect that recipe and I'm getting really frustrated with it. So I just kind of put that on the back burner and put oats back in because I really like oats. Like I love oatmeal. So I have 40 grams of oats. I'm going to do 10 grams of chocolate chips, 10 grams of nut butter. This would have been 15 grams, but I had to move around some carbs and fats for my toast this morning because I had to eat that on the way to training. And then I'm going to do 4 turns of pink Himalayan salt. And I'm also going to add it to my water. I have yet to do cardio yet today because, as y'all know, I had to rush out of training to get Brooklyn to therapy. So I still know I have to do that. I'm going to do it on my Peloton later. Probably, I don't think I'm going to get it done before I pick the girls up, just to be completely honest. I'll probably do it when I drop them off with my mom so that I can just chill out. Because I really wanted to take a nap, to be completely honest with you. I wanted to take a nap because I'm done with all my work. It's 11:35, by the way, right now. And then I got a message that the guys could be showing up at any time to fill out some new paperwork. And I'm like, oh, lovely. So I got to make sure I'm awake and don't get surprised by that. But anyways, back to this. I would have had my hot oats, my protein shake, and then around this time now, I would have been having my chicken English muffin or bacon muffin for today. And then lunch would have been around 3 o'clock, which you'll see later. We're back on track. After this meal, we're going to be back on track for the rest of the day. So anyways, that's what it would have been in a perfect world. But I'm going to go ahead and add, I have gotten actually really good, you guys, at almost eyeballing perfectly 10 chocolate chips. I'm almost like a pro. But I'm going to go ahead and get this ready. I'm going to eat it. I am using the dirt pudding brain work. It is in the vault now. I'm so sorry. But if you like key lime pie, like, listen, you have to like key lime pie. If you don't, whatever, okay? But the new key lime pie by American Dream Nut Butter, so flipping good. Like, I have to keep my husband out of it. It is so good. It's literally a key lime pie in a jar. So good. But as you can tell, like, I don't have enough to even have this side. But anyways, I have a problem. But I'm going to go ahead, get this made up, eat, drink my water. Ooh, that was perfect. I don't mean to brag, but that was awesome. And then just chill out. Just chill out for the rest of the day. So I will see y'all back for the next meal, which is kind of like my lunch. So I'll see you then. Okay, update. Also, ignore my little sumo bun. I did, in fact, take a nap. I feel so much better. I cannot tell you the last time I have ever taken a nap. I've never been able to. The guys actually didn't need to come by to fill out the paperwork. They are going to do it tomorrow. So I crashed. I crashed so hard. I do feel a little bit better, but it does mean that I'm really behind on my water and stuff like that. So let's get up. Let's go fill up a Hydro Traveler and let's go get the girls. And then we're going to come back and I'll show you what we're having for lunch / like meal 6. It's kind of weird calling these like breakfast, lunch, dinner because I can't get over this bun, y'all. I'm so sorry. Because they're just kind of randomly all over the place. But anyways, I'll be back for that. All right, you guys, we are back home from getting the girls. Wanted to go ahead and show you what I'm eating. I've got 120 grams of jasmine rice. I cooked this. It's my version of Spanish rice. I got it from my girl, Gloria. I will be having the same rice tonight for dinner. So I'll show you how I made the rice at dinner time. I don't have time right now, or I would. And then I've got 79 grams of chicken tenderloins. All I did was pull the tenderloin out with the fork and napkin method from TikTok. Season them with some Kinder seasoning. Throw them in the air fryer, 390 for 12 minutes. Cut them up, and then on top, I have got 12 grams of the Southwestern Ranch sauce from Buffalo Wild Wings. But this is going to be either meal 5 or lunch, whatever you want to call it. I'll see y'all back for dinner. Also, early mornings call for a second Alani. I already have it programmed on days I have to get up. Also, your girl got toasted. Oh my gosh, I'm just now noticing that. Oh no. But like I said, I am going to do cardio later. Haven't forgot. But I'm going to have this with my little lunch thing. I literally am sitting here in the Walmart parking lot. I had to run out here to get my dad's prescription. And I just got accepted into Axe & Sledge's demo crew. I literally, like, God is good, y'all. God is so good. Like, you know, I didn't ask, you know, I filled out an application for the demo crew because I just love the products. I love the community. I love Axe & Sledge, just so much stuff, and watching them and watching all their athletes and stuff. And, you know, I thought, oh, little old me, there's absolutely no way they would even consider, you know, little me for anything. And I can't believe it. So awesome. But now you'll be able to save using my code that I still got to go create. I still got to do all that stuff when I get home and get everything set up. But man, you know, like when I started this journey almost a year ago, it's May 22nd today. I posted my first video on May 29th of last year. You know, I told God, you know, like, this is something that's meant to be. If it's meant for me to reach people, to, you know, inspire people, to motivate people, to help people who have been through what I've been through, or struggling, you know, like, let it be. Let me be that person for them. And if it's not, if, you know, I'm not the person for the job, or, you know, like, it's not my calling, like, just, you know, let it be a hobby. Let it be something that I enjoy and I'm able to do. And it's just, I'm not trying to get emotional. It's just times like this, it blows my mind that, you know, I just see it in everything. I see him in everything. And I'm so happy to be able to share this journey with y'all, and to grow in myself, and share things with y'all, and share things that I truly love. And it's just crazy. It's just absolutely crazy. But I just wanted to share that with y'all, kind of share my raw and emotionalness, because it's just, you know, if you have an aspiration to do YouTube, if you have an aspiration to do Instagram, if you just want an outlet, if you want to be able to reach people or talk to people, or just have an outlet, a creative outlet, like, do it, go for it. I literally started with the $20 tripod. I still got the tripod. I upgraded to a new one, but I still got the old one. I use it for my check-in photos. But I started with a $20 tripod, my phone, and a whole lot of nerves. And it's just, man, it's crazy. It's crazy to see how far we've come, the community I've built, how far I've come, how far y'all have come. And I'm truly grateful for everything every single day. I'm grateful for y'all. I hope that I've been able to inspire, motivate, and be there. And God, it's crazy. It's crazy. But got to get all that done tonight, which is just, I still can't wrap my mind around it, but I'm literally sweating in my hot car. It's 89 degrees here in Georgia today. It cooled off. It was 95 yesterday, so I will take 89 over 95. But anyways, let me run into Walmart, gather myself before I go in there looking like a crazy person, and I'll see y'all back for dinner. All right, you guys, it literally just got here. My posing suit. I'm so excited. So I've got you angled on my cool tripod. I wanted to show you everything that I got. So here's my suit. We'll open it up in a second. But in here, I also got a cool little pair of socks. Super neat. Got a card. You're amazing. We believe in you. Never give up. Super sweet. Super sweet card. Love the little personal touch. Order confirmation. 10% off next time. And just some cool stuff. All right. Well, let's get to the stuff that I know you're looking forward to. The posing suits. Oh, I'm so excited. Like I said, I'm not going to try it on today because, you know, the stuff. But here it is. Can you see it? Hold on, let me flip y'all around. And again, we're not going to talk about the bun, okay? It's Cindy Lou Who now. It's given Cindy Lou Who. But here is the top. Super pretty. I went with the eggplants. And then I told y'all I went with a modest bottom because, you know, I'm just not ready for that yet. So here are the bottoms. Like, if we picture it all together, let me lean back. It'll be like this. And with a beautiful bronze goddess like I told you I'm trying to be. But I do have to try it on this weekend, make sure everything fits so that I can ship it off. But we're about to get dinner ready. Alex actually got home early today. So we're going to spend some time with the girls and then we're going to get dinner started. I did want to share with y'all real quick while I have time. How I did my rice was I stole this from my girl Gloria. But all you do is just put your rice in a rice cooker, fill it up with water the way you would make rice, except for you add this. Hold on one second. So in the water with the rice, you're going to add 1 packet of this and 1 packet of this, which is just chicken bouillon. Apparently in my grocery haul, I didn't know English was on this side and Spanish was on this side. Yo hablo poquito español, so not that much, you know what I'm saying? But she told me to do a pack of each and then let it cook. It is amazing. It is so good. And it's 0 calories. These are 0 calories. They're just flavoring. Just watch your sodium. If you're sensitive to sodium, these do have a lot of sodium in them. So keep that in mind. But that's all you have to do for the rice. And then y'all know my rice cooker, I can leave it for like 2 days in there warm. It stays perfect. I love that rice cooker. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. But anyways, I will see y'all back. I've said this like 20 times, but stuff just keeps happening in between dinner. But I will see you back for dinner, okay? No more in-betweens. I'll see you back for dinner. I lied. I gotta do cardio. I'm gonna go do my cardio, and then I'll see y'all back for dinner. Also, I'm feeling great. I think that nap really helped. And also that extra Alani, I feel like I'm alive now. Like, I was really worried about doing my cardio earlier, but now I'm like, let's go get it. Let's go hop on this treadmill and walkie and get this done. So I'm gonna throw my socks on, got them right here, and we're gonna go get our cardio in. So we'll do that. All right, you guys, it is finally time for dinner. Also, ignore my chicken tenders. I got to cook some more up for tomorrow's lunch. Also, that's my cheese dip wrapper. I'm a mess right now. I'm really hungry and I'm trying to get this knocked out. So I've got dinner ready. I've got 120 grams of that rice that I told you about. I've got 3 ounces of 96.4 ground beef cooked with taco seasoning. All I did was cook up the whole pound, divide it by 5, did the per gram macros, and then I got 100 grams of green beans and then 22 grams of cheese dip on top. This meal I literally took from Gloria. I know I've said that a million times in my grocery haul and today, but she straight up had this exact meal on her Instagram and I just copied and pasted. It looks so good. It really is good. That cheese dip, I mixed the meat and the rice together. I ate the green beans by themselves, but the rice and the meat, top notch. Absolutely delicious. Can't wait to eat this. And then I'm going to go ahead and show you dessert so I can eat this as well. I've got 100 grams of Waco's 000 yogurt. And then on top, I've got 12 grams of Out of This World Indulgent peanut butter. This stuff is so good. I haven't had it in a while, so I was like, I'm going to bust this one out and get into it. So I have that on top of there, but that is going to finish off my macros for today. So that is going to end it for me and my Cindy Lou Who bun today. Also, I'm in the same exact sports bra I was ending last week's video. This is my comfy one. This is the one after I shower and stuff I change into. It's super soft. It's from Running Girl on Amazon if you're curious. But this is just my comfy lounge round sports bra. But anyways, also, I am so burnt. So burnt. I'm going to take a break from the tan bed. But I hope that y'all enjoyed this video. Sorry about the long rant. Sorry about getting emotional, but the Axe and Sledge thing just got me, y'all. I did set up everything. So my code for Axe and Sledge is DPOINTER, and it gets you 10% off. They also are running a Memorial Day sale starting today, Friday through Monday. It's 20% off the whole website. Download the app. It'll have everything there for you. But like I said, my new code for them is DPOINTER. If you want to support, use the code. You don't need a link or anything. Just go to their website. But I'm still just absolutely floored that it happened. But anyways, I hope y'all have a great night, day, whatever time it is you're watching this. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace, guys.
I've been locked, yeah.